Welcome back to Freedom in Hours. Andy here again. Really happy to have you back with us for another episode. Now today we're going to go back and look at Bitcoin, in particular why we think Bitcoin will fall further. Now I did a video some time ago why Bitcoin is a bad investment, and back then when Bitcoin was around $60,000 we said it was going to fall further. Well, Bitcoin has fallen further by around 50% since that video goes on, and we're still concerned that Bitcoin may fall further. So in this video we're going to talk about why Bitcoin is going to fall further, what you should do to minimize the risk, and other areas you could look at potentially investing in. Let's go look at that now at Freedom in Hours. So why do we think Bitcoin is going to fall further? Well, as we said back in our previous video that we did about 6 months ago, we were very concerned about people buying into Bitcoin. The big challenge is there's been a lot of mania behind Bitcoin, and people that have little to no financial education are buying into Bitcoin. Now the reason we're buying into Bitcoin is because it's been going up. So I've done a number of other videos such as why Bitcoin's not an asset, Bitcoin and the fear of missing out, and we explored what the psychology was doing to cause people to buy Bitcoin. The real challenge at the moment, and why Bitcoin will fall further, is because what caused it to go up, which is people's psychology about wanting to buy it, will go into reverse the other way. See, when it was going up, people were seeing that people were making money. They got excited. Your neighbor made $1,000 in Bitcoin. Your hairdresser made $2,000 in Bitcoin. Suddenly everyone's making money. Whee! Let's jump in. The reverse happens the other way. When people start to see something going down, they get fearful that they're gonna get caught with losses. So they sell out. The institutions sell out. The people in the know that sell out. And this is what causes prices to go down. But one thing that really concerns me is I was speaking to a friend the other day, and he said, yes, Bitcoin's dropped by half, and he's lost money, but as long as he holds on to it, it's going to go back up in the future. It's not necessarily going to go up. Bitcoin could fall further. And the reason being is because where you're at now is your current financial situation. With Bitcoin at $28,000, I think it was, that's where Bitcoin sits now. You can't sit there and think to yourself, oh, I lost money in the past, I'm going to hold for it to go back again. I'm sorry, but Bitcoin is now at the price it's at. That money's been lost. Other people can buy at that price. And I guess that's where human psychology comes into it. As human beings, we always look at what's happened in the past and make a decision for our future. But in economic theory, it's not what you've done in the past that matters, it's what you're doing right now that matters. So you need to make a decision about what you're going to be doing in the future. Now let's go back to why Bitcoin is not an investment. Again, it's based on blockchain technology, which is a great technology in place, but people can create new cryptocurrencies on blockchain. There's cryptocurrencies being created all the time. So if you think, for example, that Bitcoin is going to be the one and all, sorry guys, it's not going to be. It's actually not energy efficient. The amount of energy created to create Bitcoin is massive. And the more people that use it, the more energy we're using. Why would you want to buy something that has no underlying value, that can't be valued, that uses a heap of electricity that's just gone up because of speculation? It's madness. And at Freedom in Hours, why we talk about Bitcoin so much is we've gotten concerned that it went into a bubble some time ago. We want you guys to save money and not have to spend it. So I hope you guys didn't buy Bitcoin when it went right through the roof. It'd be good if you wouldn't. But I also want to talk about how Bitcoin's going to fall and how much further it's going to fall. So how much further can Bitcoin fall? Well, we talked about previously in a video about how Bitcoin could go to zero. Now, could Bitcoin theoretically go to zero? Yes. Do I think it's going to go to zero? No. While I don't think it's got underlying value, and while I don't think it's an investment, I do believe that people will still want to use it to trade and to exchange money for things. Whether that's Bitcoin's worth $100, $1,000, I don't know. You can buy it for that, but I wouldn't be buying it as an investment. Again, let's look at what investment it is. An investment is something that creates value. So I have investment properties. They create an income for me. I have businesses. They create an income. I have shares in companies that create income through dividend stocks. All these things create revenue. Bitcoin doesn't create revenue. It just sits there. It's just a tradable asset. Much like, buying poker chips at the casino. So don't buy Bitcoin. That's my concern. Now, I've got a concern about, what's going on with people's psychology as well. If you look at the Australian property market, we've got property prices going up here by $1,000 a day in some areas. It's absolute madness. Yes, it's low interest rates is happening, which causes asset prices to go up, but people are really losing their minds. It's turned into mania. So I recommend you to be careful buying assets generally at the moment. They're very, very overvalued. The first thing that's going to happen with Bitcoin, if there's a credit crunch on or interest rates start to go up and there's less money available, people will pull their money out of Bitcoin. It's because there's just so many different things that people want to invest in at the moment, which has caused Bitcoin to go like this. So don't be like the rest. Look after your money. So where do I see Bitcoin going? Well, it's dropped substantially. There could be a slight pullback. Now, I'm not saying that for you to go and purchase it. I'm just saying that for you to realize that there are things that could happen with it. Be very careful with it. Now, I don't want to do many more videos about Bitcoin. The next video I'm going to be talking about is why the poor stay poor and the rich get richer as well. It's very, very passionate about what I've got because I believe that you guys should be able to have the chance to earn more money. We all should be financially developed together. So summary, why don't we buy Bitcoin? Let's go back into it again. It's speculative. It's got no underlying value. It's based on blockchain and many other applications can be created from it. It's energy intensive as well, which means the more Bitcoin you use, the more energy gets created. It's been just jumped up from a low price to very, very high price with no actual reason except for the people having greed. All these things says to me that it's going to drop. Now, look at other videos. Why Bitcoin's not an asset. Bitcoin's a con. Why Bitcoin's going to go to zero. Our most popular video, why Bitcoin's a bad investment. It'll give you further reasons about why it's going to fall further. And other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Ripple, I feel exactly the same about them as well. If you want to put a little bit of your money into it, that's great. If you want to put a bit for a speculative investment, but as an investment that's going to make you money in the long term, stay well away from it. And if you've already lost 50% and you're saying I'm going to hold on to it because it'll go back one day, really think about your financial situation because just because things have come down doesn't mean they're a good investment. Well, anyway, thanks for watching a Freedom in Hours video. Again, put comments down below. I do like the discussion. I do like people telling me what they think. But this is going to be our last Bitcoin video we're doing now. We're going to go back to providing investment advice based on how we can help you become financially successful. So now, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thanks again for joining us here at Freedom in Hours.